Hello viewers, I'm Private Dave. It's time for yet another Subscriber Monday. Today we have Wanagod and his T69, followed by Sean Paul and his IS-4. So getting right into the action, here we have Wanagod, yet again, in his T69. It's on Winter Himmelsdorf, I should say. He is going to go to the hill. It is a tier 8 game, as you can tell. Pretty good matchmaking here for the T69 really. The only tanks on the enemy team that might give him problems are the T28 prototype and SU-100 or SU-101, depending on the angle. At least armor-wise, I should say. So, yet again, pretty good matchmaking. They have more mediums as well, so they should be able to take the hill pretty easily, assuming nothing else goes up there. If the T29 goes up there, they might have some problems if that gets hull down. Assume they don't go after it. Not really sure why the Panther II just tried either shooting him or giving him a warning shot. You'd think he would realize that they have more medium tanks and they can take the hill easier. And they even have an ISU-152 going up to the hill, so he's gonna peek up and see if he can spot anything. Now, he can spot it, but he's not far enough forward to actually get a shot on that, and suddenly an SU-101. Bounces that one. He's going to keep moving and fire on the move. That's going to bounce as well. Penetrates that one, hits the underbelly, and that one hits the side, which was generously exposed by the SU-101. He is now on a reload. The T69 has a 4-round clip with the top gun, as you know. Not the most penetration. Has 173 penetration. Pretty good average damage. And the reload isn't that long for a autoloader. So he's gonna get that one, but then that one drops into the ground. It's a good hit on the Centurion. Another one. He's going for another reload now. And he is now done 1,158 damage from 5 shots. Bounces that shot. He actually bounces quite a few shots, which I never seem to have happen in my T69, but you know. Bounces that one. Tracks him, aiming for the drive wheel, penetrates, and tracks the Centurion 1. He's going to back off and reload now. He's going to have to keep an eye on that, because that is a T-34-85, SU-122-44, and T-29. And his Tiger P is going after the Centurion 1. ISU-152, M6, and Panther II are still on that corner, kind of back there for some reason. Almost reloaded. Gonna peek out and shoot the SU-122. Yet again, showing a very generous side shot there. Peeks out, shoots him, gets a side shot on the T-29, and one left. Is he gonna shoot? Takes a hit there. Gets another side shot into the T-29 and tracks it, but takes another hit from the T-34-85 in the process. So, yet again, forcing a, well, not forcing it, he's reloading again. Panther II finally decides to grow a pair, and then gets tracked side on, because he apparently has not heard of side scraping. Almost reloaded. Gonna somewhat push the Panther II out of the way, which is probably for the best, because he's not the brightest, it would seem. No offense to him at all, but from this play, he doesn't seem that bright. So, kills Century 1, finishes off the T-34-85, and now he's reloading again. Somehow the ISU-152 died. I did not see how that happened. I'm assuming probably the T-29. Panther II decides to track the T-29 for some reason, and yet again, almost reloaded. As you can tell, the T-69 has a pretty quick reload for an autoloader. And gonna back up and finish off the T-29. Now he's gonna go down the hill and help the VK and T-28 there. Now he might have a shot on them from this little gap here if they go into the road, which it does appear he does have. he's gonna go over and take that shot once he's reloaded. Now you have to be careful here, because if you fall down, you can get stuck on the ledge. Right there, as you can see. Right down there. So reloaded, put one into him, and put another one. Killed the T-28 prototype. Alright, very good. Forces the reload. Had two in the chamber, and he's gonna just go for a full clip. Now he does only have 366 hit points, and they have 4 tanks left. One of those is artillery though. But one is a KV-2 and one is an ISU-152. He's on a Top Gun now, 3,219 damage, and their artillery has just killed their Hellcat. He's going to pop up, hopefully behind the M6 and KV-2. Now this, honestly I probably would have shot the KV-2, just due to its higher damage, whereas the M6 might need 2 to 3 shots to actually kill him. But he misses the first shot, then changes to the KV-2 and kills that, and then back to the M6 and kills him. So 8 kills now. This is a Radley Walters. Can he get 9 is the question. Sadly he cannot. Still a pretty good game. Gonna ram into the T-28 prototype there. And on to the after barrel result. Alright, so as you can see, it's a ace tanker game. Radley Walters, high caliber, Top Gun. Top damage, 3,510, and 8 kills obviously. 1,381 experience. Fired 26 shots, 24 of those hit, and 21 penetrated. Not bad actually in the T-69. The T-69 kinda sometimes struggles with the penetration, so you have to aim your shots more or get flanking shots on the enemy. He took 10 hits, 5 penetrated, 5 bounced, or didn't penetrate rather. 1,630 damage blocked by armor. He spotted 2 enemies, damaged 8, destroyed 8. Good distance travel. 30,184 profit, and got a profit of 2,071 experience. So moving on to the next game. Alright, so on to the final replay. Here we have Sean Paul in his IS-4. Now he is on, I can't remember the name of the map. Muravanka. Okay, Muravanka. Don't remember the name, but I can tell you I don't really enjoy this map, especially when I'm in a heavy tank. It's fucking awful. So right away, you can tell, it's a lemming train. Oh, glorious. Now, it is a good idea to have mediums and tank destroyers down there, and maybe at the edge of the woods spotting, but you don't want your whole team there, because then this flank is going to die, just so you know. So, keep that in mind. Now, on to his playstyle. Now, I have actually platooned with Sean Paul in the past, as he is in my clan, and out of GSC he probably has the most aggressive playstyle out of any of the other members, as far as I can tell. So right away he's going all the way up to the corner. Gets a good hit on the Jagdpanzer E-100. However, the Jagdpanzer E-100 gets a really good hit on him, takes most of his hit points. So he's gonna go for the Jagdpanzer E-100 again. He had an easy shot on the low, but he needs to kill the JP-100 because it is the bigger threat, really. Now, that's not going to penetrate. At that angle, it's not going to penetrate unless he's firing gold, which, as you can tell by his setup, he does not have gold on this, which is commendable. So he's kind of trying to damage the JP-100 without giving it a shot, and there it is. It just fired, hit the ground. So he's going to go forward somewhat and take the shot at the low, I think. Or he's going to shoot a T-54E1, which didn't show up. I'm pretty sure it does show up, it just kind of lagged in the replay somewhat. So, there's that. So, as you can tell, a good portion of his team has actually come back now, and they're not all going one way, which is actually a good thing. Got another good hit on the T-54E1, JPE 100 looks like it's going to be showing its underbelly again. No. Alright. Now the problem here is he can't really shoot the underbelly of the JP 100, and he can't shoot the weak spot on top of it because it's not really showing due to the angle. And the way it's angled, if he shoots the upper encasement, it will most likely bounce. So it's kind of a tricky situation to be in. Plus, he's already taken one big hit from the JP 100, so he kind of has to wait for it to make a mistake, like it's doing right now, and for his team to kind of help him out. So showing its side to him, however, he does get unlucky there. IS-4 has a bit of a long aiming time, so he rushed that before it backed off and shot the ground. So he wants to finish it off, but suddenly there is a Waffentrager. Now, gonna take a shot there, get a good hit there. Now if he had HE, he probably could have gotten a higher roll in that. But, you know, he'd also have to wait longer to reload the HE, and then it could potentially get away if it has 6th sense. So going for the JP100. He kills it, but yet again takes another big hit from him. So he has less than 400 hit points now, which is a bad thing. Though the IS-4 does have a good amount of armor, especially on the sides, if you angle it correctly. Unlucky with that bounce on the T-54E1. So he's going for the Waffentrager. Tries to track it, but he appears to hit the ground or the fence behind it. There's also an E100 there, so he can't really push forward. And you would get the impression that's never going to penetrate, by the way. That the way that his turret was angled, it's not going to penetrate. Because you have to consider the fact that it's an angle plus the turret side is already sloped, meaning it's just pretty much going to be an auto bounce at that distance and angle. So the two of them, the T110E4 and Sean Paul, kill the E100. Now he's going to push up here and see if he can deal with this guy. Now if he goes around side on, he's probably going to die. So he needs to somewhat side scrape and not show too much of his tank. Now let's see if he can get this right. There we go. Now he got it where he took a hit, but he showed his side at the right way so that it bounced and didn't kill him, because it was enough of an angle and the armor made it so he couldn't penetrate pretty much. And now this is also smart. He's a one-shot, and the Jag Panther dude does have a good gun, and you have to figure they still have the RHM 704, T110E5, Waffentrager, Panzer IV, and IS-3 back there. So there are a few tanks that can finish him. So he's sitting behind the wreck while he dealt with the JP2, and now he's kind of going out and seeing if he can get shots. Bit unlucky there. The T30 was a bit quicker on the trigger. It's gonna be a similar case with the Rheinmetall. So now he's aiming at the T110E5, which is very generously showing the side of his turret, which is always glorious. It's generally a good thing where you can get extra damage. And I think that is the last bit of damage he does in this game. I could be wrong, but altogether not a bad game, really. Can he get a hit on this? No. Yet again, the aiming time isn't the best. It was kind of... the majority of the tank was in the circle, but World of Tanks logic, really. If it can leave the circle or go where you don't want it to go, it's probably going to, especially in a Russian tank. So, onto the after battle result. Alright, so, that was a second class mastery badge, Confederate. Let's see. Highest damage, 5,113. He actually had a pretty good team. The SU-100, or SU, sorry, not SU-100, SU-101 and the T-110E4 had a pretty good game as well. He didn't get the highest experience because SU-101, which had 4K damage, is in a tier 10 game. And it's not a tier 10, it's, I believe, a tier 8. So he gets the experience bonus for damaging tanks higher than him. If you didn't know that, congrats. If you've watched this video up to this point, you now know. Shots fired, 18. 14 of those hit, 19 of those penetrated. He took 6 hits, 2 of those penetrated, 4 did not. IS-4 has pretty good armor. He blocked 1,590 damage. He actually spotted 3 enemies in an IS-4, which is kind of surprising. He damaged 7, destroyed 1, and got 615 assistance. And he doesn't have a premium account, so he got 10,514,000 credits. If he had a premium account, it would have been 36,078. Experience, he got 1,982 on a double. If it was a premium, he would have gotten 2,973. So, not a bad game, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I would like to thank both Wanagod and Sean Paul for sending in their replays, and any future replays that anybody watching this video might send in. I'd like to thank you for that. So, you know, thank you for sending in your replays. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and thank you for watching.